Hey, what is up everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Go. In today's episode we are doing Community Day back in the city place, Clematis, downtown area, for a little bit of a last time through. And we already have two shiny Pokemon on the day. As I was saying, what would be a Community Day without being late and without being unprepared? Uh, So apparently I only have like half of a battery, which is dope. But today I'm just gonna kind of reminisce, go around. We're gonna go down to City Place. Sorry, we just left City Place. We're gonna go down over to the Clematis, over to the beachfront, and we're gonna look around, catch all the Community Day Pokemon. And then as I'm traveling over there, I'm gonna show up the clips of the two shiny Pokemon plus some new Pokemon I caught, including Keldeo, the mythical. So excited that we caught off camera. Alright, so we've kind of not been on the channel for like 2 weeks, which is a little nuts, but I did mention in my last video, like, I am in the middle of a huge move, my first like big move as an adult, but also just I've only ever moved one other time, and the last time I was in middle school, so I really wasn't a part of that. So especially none of like the planning and all that aspects. But yeah, it's been absolutely a crazy couple of weeks. But we've also had some insane events in Pokemon Go, from introduction of Mega Blaziken, Mega Sceptile, and Mega Swampert, which was absolutely amazing, and I loved that. So cool. Thank you for all the invites. I got to raid with a bunch of people. It was absolutely amazing, and I raided with a bunch of y'all. It was almost like a raid party, like a raid train, except, not in person. It was all, remotes. But absolutely crazy. I ended up getting two shiny Blazikens, a shiny Swampert, and a shiny Sceptile from that event, which was absolutely crazy. And then we also got the mythical Pokemon Keldeo recently, which is lackluster. And the event that introduced it, kind of lackluster. I loved the fighting event. I played a lot of it. Didn't get any shinies, as you saw, but very cool. I actually got my Keldeo on the road. Like I was just, because I've been going back and forth to Orlando as I usually do, but now with a little bit more intent. So I got my Keldeo in Port St. Lucie on the road, which was kind of crazy. And yeah, we've just kind of been doing events off camera, and nothing too crazy actually. As the last 4-star was the Kartana that we maxed out, which is super cool. Very excited about that still. Absolutely nuts event. But we're here. We're on the water. It's been a while since we've done this. I think Starly Day we came out here. But yeah, absolutely crazy day ahead of us. We got 2 hours left to play on Community Day. It's really going to be cool, and I'm not sure how much I'm going to be playing tomorrow, but hopefully I do get to play on the next day of Community Day. We got some eggs going, and speaking of eggs and new Pokemon, one of the coolest new Pokemon that we've gotten was actually Spupa. So with Spupa, let's see, is that how do you spell it? Is that the evolved form? What's the... Scatterbug! We got Scatterbug. Spupa is the evolved form. Scatterbug is super cool. I think the introduction of it has been absolutely amazing. It's all research encounters, so they're all guaranteed like pretty high IVs, which is cool for like the hundo hunters. Very cool for them. We have, you know, several. We could evolve into I believe the second form is called Spupa. But I think the whole like idea of like getting the, like I use the postcard actually for like my travels. So like I don't use these too much, but like some of these are really cool. Like being able to get those ones from like other places is really cool. That was not necessary. But like I pin marked a lot of my ones from New York. But this is kind of a cool way to like use the postcard book and kind of get it like started for people. Hello? Shiny Mega Blaziken, 98%, very cool. From OG Torchic Community Day. That was in Vero Beach. That was very cool. But yeah, we have the Vivillon Collector badge, which is super cool, and then all the little mini badges. And each mini badge you can actually continue to like update for like encounters with more Scatterbug from those regions. And I think this is actually really cool. I think like being able to like for the first time like actually collect every form of Vivillon is super cool. I think I saw like the pronunciation is Vivillon, but I've never in my life heard it pronounced like that, so Vivillon. But yeah, usually this is like a very hard Pokemon to actually collect all the different forms of, and in Pokemon Go it's the first easy way to do it, which I think is super cool, very neat. And it definitely gives like collectors something to do. It gives people that are trying to get all their like medals platinum something to do. It's definitely a collector's based Pokemon, and I really enjoy that. I myself am a collector. I'm a collector of lucky Pokemon specifically. But I think, you know, adding Pokemon to the dex is one of the #1 things to do in Pokemon. You know, you gotta catch them all. So having a new Pokemon that's very collector based is very cool, and I think it gives a lot of people something to do with the game. But speaking of doing things with the game, I'm gonna go ahead and get back to the game and trying to catch some Pokemon. Let's go ahead, put on an incense for that, and let's go ahead and get back to the adventure. Alright, so we do have our next shiny Pokemon for the day. It is going to be a Cantonian Sandshrew, and behind me is some of the sand sculptures that we have here in Florida. Since we don't have snowmen, we have these sand sculptures instead, which is super cool. It's something that we've done every year here, and very cool. I'm going to be going around, maybe get some for Instagram, since I don't usually get too many AR pics up on the Instagram, unfortunately, but hopefully we'll get some more of that, especially once we move. Again, I am planning a lot of things for once we do move. Tons of adventures, more stuff on Instagram, Twitter, on my Discord, which is always in the link in the description below. So very excited for that. Very excited for all sorts of new things to come to the channel. But at least today, we're getting some shinies, and we're getting, of course, actually, did we even catch that shiny? I don't remember actually catching the shiny. Yeah, we did. Okay, cool. We did actually catch the shiny. Very nice. Anyways, back to shiny hunting. All right, in front of the Clematis ball, we got another shiny ball. Shiny Spheal. Very nice. Very cool. Very apropos to being next to another shiny spherical object. Very cool. And we haven't gotten that many shinies today, but also I haven't really been going that hard today. In fact, I'm actually heading back over to the square, Rosemary Square, aka City Place, right now, just because I do have to head home eventually. I have to also edit this, so we're gonna head back over to Royal Palm after this. For the last little bit of Community Day, charge up the camera on the way, charge up my phone on the way, because I'm at like 30%, and for some reason, like at 25%, for some reason it just goes 25 to 15 real quick. Speaking of 15, a 15 CP Alolan Sandshrew. But like I said, I'm heading back over to the square now, and then back to Royal Palm Beach, and then we'll do a wrap up on the day. So literally the first cluster, the first Pokemon of the first cluster that I decided to pick was the shiny Pokemon. So that's really cool. We're in Royal Palm Beach, by the way. Also, I'm probably going to title this something like Community Day, but because like really we're getting the shinies. We're kind of checking in on the shinies, but like this is obviously a very different community day than what we normally do here on the channel. We're also randomly going through like this stuff, but most of the time, community day, we go out, we explore, we get all the new stuff, all the cool stuff. But today we've been very low key and just kind of checking in. Also, like it's been 2 weeks, so I had to go through everything and get everything all caught up. But yeah, so I'm excited. There's 30 minutes left. We got one more Spheal actually on the way over, and I don't know if I'm actually going to put it on Instagram, but I did evolve my Vivillon. I took some screenshots of the evolution process, and I'm actually just going to show you guys. I evolved, so way back in Chicago Go Fest 2017, or maybe 2018. Let's see, trading was a thing, maybe 2018. 2018, I think, yeah. I met some people from Japan, like all the way from Japan. We exchanged friend codes. I got my Tropius, and I think maybe also my Relicanth from them. And they've always sent me, we're actually lucky friends. They've kept sending me gifts. I keep sending them gifts. And it's been really cool. And sometimes, I get a lot of distance Pokemon that way, but I also ended up getting a lot of my Japanese gifts, pins from them. So just because of the connection to a couple of the Japanese trainers that I've met via Pokemon Go Fest, I had to do the elegant form Vivillon. So that's very cool. Very excited about that. And we are in the middle of like a fat cluster. Let's go ahead and shiny check some of these while I talk. But yeah, I'm just very excited for the whole move. It's actually like crazy, like thinking about like everything. And yeah, we're gonna be doing Pokemon still. Hopefully some more stuff. Hopefully I can actually get my streaming setup working. I will be moving in with a couple other people. Hopefully like everything's gonna be copacetic. As far as like home like videos like with everything like that, it's gonna be set up eventually. But there's gonna be that's gonna be a thing. Getting my own little like space set up somewhere. So all everything like that is gonna be coming back. I think I have one more pre-recorded Pokemon pack opening, so that will maybe seeing the light of day soon. I still have my Teddiursa video that I have to edit as well. But today we're gonna go ahead, go around, finish out Community Day, and hopefully get one or two more shinies. But so far, what we've gotten, let's see, 4-star, nothing. But for shinies, not too bad. For as little as you've played, like I missed like an hour-ish combined, we got 6 shinies, which is super cool. A bunch of different ones, which is nice. And one thing that I've been wanting to do that I just haven't done, I don't have enough candies for my Blaziken, but there is one Pokemon that, because of everything that's happened, I feel a little nostalgic. I don't think I got this on Community Day. I think this was just kind of like a random one. Yeah, just kind of a random Charmander that I got eventually. evolved it up to Charizard. It is a hundo. It is Best Buddy, Max Mega. We are, no. We are going to finally level 50 max our Charizard, which is super cool. Very excited about that. And I wanted to do like one more like level 50 Pokemon. And then tomorrow we have, you know, more Stardust to get, and hopefully I'll actually be able to grind that tomorrow. I don't know why it still says I have 299 XL candies, because I definitely don't. We're going to tag that with the level 50. Very cool, very cool. And yeah, I'll check back in at 5 o'clock at the end of Community Day official. Alright, so it is the end of the day. It is past 5 o'clock, and I forgot how dark it's getting and how quickly. But the Christmas or holiday like background is super cool, especially at night. So I wanted to at least get it in one video. So this might be the one video. But very cool. I love the different things that they're doing with the maps. I think that's really cool. But that is going to be it for today's episode. Let's go ahead and look at the final shiny town for today. Shiny in Age 0. We actually ended up getting a Tepic and another. When did we get another Spheal? Oh yeah, this one was from Research, and this one was actually also from Research. Super cool. Nice. So we ended up with 8 on the day, which is not bad, especially for, you know, not playing super hardcore. But, and I did peek, we got one of my favorite Pokemon is Castform. We got a 100% Castform from the timed research, the $5 like timed research holiday edition, which is super cool. And this thing can apparently be shiny now, which is dope. Honestly, I'm very excited about that. So we got, of course, tag it with the hundo tag. Hello? There we go. Tag with the hundo tag. We'll change his name later. But that is going to be it for today's episode. If you did like it, go ahead and smash the thumbs up button. If you're enjoying this series, please subscribe. And as always, God bless, and see you for another episode of Pokemon Go.